Hello and welcome to Highlights. My name is Jim Strawn, host of the program. Highlights from the heart of our community is brought to you through a collaboration between Jim Strawn and Company, the Media Center, and HD Media. And if you're a regular viewer of our show, and we certainly hope that you are, you know how much we love to focus on those grassroots organizations, those charitable not-for-profit groups, and people that are truly doing spectacular work to make our great state of West Virginia, our Kanawha Valley, and our city of Charleston a much better place to live, learn, work, and to play. And on today's Highlights program, we're going to feature an organization that is doing all of that and more. If you love the arts, especially if you love to dance, this program is all for you. I love to dance. And today we're going to catch up with a couple of dear friends of mine who happen to be board members with the Mid-Atlantic Dance Initiative. The Mid-Atlantic Dance Initiative is coming to Charleston, West Virginia on May the 6th and May the 7th, all in and around the Charleston area. Lots of dancing, and to help us talk about that, sit back. A lot of insight, a lot of good information coming your way as I introduce a couple of good friends of mine. Lori Streets Muldoon. Lori, welcome to the program.
Thank you, Jim. Thanks for having us.
And you brought Ashley Burton.
Yes.
Ashley, how are you?
I'm wonderful. Great to see you.
You're both our board members.
Correct.
Mid-Atlantic Dance Initiative. Talk to the audience a little bit about what the heck that is. I know a little bit about it, but maybe just enough to make me dangerous. Talk about the Mid-Atlantic.
Well, we're very excited. It's going to be here on May 6th and May 7th. We're bringing in possibly around 1,000 people. We have over 200 dancers coming from 3 states.
Nice.
They are coming, they're going to stay in downtown Charleston. We have venues set up throughout the city where master teachers, teachers from local universities, regional universities, will be teaching different levels and ages of dancers. We're going to be on Slack Plaza.
The new stage there, Slack Plaza, we just opened that up a few weeks back, didn't we?
We're so excited.
It's really a cool place, a great venue.
It's beautiful, and we can't wait to show it off to our visitors. We're also going to be in Haddad.
Okay.
We're going to be on the main stage.
Schoenbaum Stage.
Right.
At Haddad Riverfront Park, down by the river. We all know where that is.
We're putting a dance floor on the
nice.
stage, and there are going to be classes on the stage. There's also going to be a show, which we'll talk more about
Okay,
later.
we will.
And there's going to be classes inside the 4 Points Sheraton, which is partnered with us. And that's basically what's going on.
So Ashley, we have 1,000 dancers coming. We have them from 3 or 4 different states. We're going to collaborate with the West Virginia Dance Company, Attack Theater out of Pittsburgh. We're also going to be partnering with Dancing Wheels out of Cleveland. Very exciting for you. You have a daughter and you have a daughter as well, Lori. You both have daughters that dance in this, right?
Yes.
Talk a little bit about how maybe MADI, you guys call it MADI, M-A-D-I, how that got started and how you got started in MADI.
Well, when January Wolf, who was really the brainchild behind all of this, approached us, she explained that as dancers, you work so hard, so many hours every week, every year, year after year, and you really are showcased less than other sports, less than athletes that have a weekly football game or several baseball games a week or soccer games. And these dancers work so incredibly hard. Mm-hmm. And we have a West Virginia Dance Festival here in the state, but there are limited opportunities for our dancers to be exposed to others. Sometimes they might be the very best in their studio, but they've never ever danced with others that are at their level, and then they might go to apply to college or different things like that, and they really don't know what else is out there. So what January, her vision was something that would draw people, and this year we actually have 8 states represented, between studios with dancers who are coming, the guest performers, as well as instructors. And those people all come together, and in addition to promoting our beautiful city, which is definitely one of my favorite parts of the whole experience, is that they come together and they get to be exposed to the best and the greatest from the various studios in the state as well as surrounding states. And they also get an opportunity to be on display and to perform on a different level. I mean, imagine as a student of dance that has studied and worked, dancing on Haddad Riverfront Park stage with that gorgeous backdrop, you can't ask for anything more. So that we give them that opportunity. And I think that when January came up with it all, that was really what she hoped for, and now it's all coming to fruition.
I love January Wolf. Lori, she is the driving force behind this. So January Wolf from January's Academy of Dance and the Arts. What year is this that she has done this or put this Mid-Atlantic dance initiative together?
This is the second year.
Okay, so it's still in the kind of new
Infancy,
stages.
and it's the Academy of Arts at January's, and January Wolf is the artistic director,
Okay.
and she's the driving force behind this. I wanted to mention that on Friday, when it starts,
May the 6th, right?
May 6th.
Okay.
Students will either be adjudicated. They have the opportunity to be adjudicated by professionals, and I wanted to mention we have Matt Pardo, who's a dance instructor, dance professor at James Madison University. Inessa Plekanova, who's at Radford University, and she is, I believe, over their ballet and dance program. Maureen Kadar from West Virginia University, and Mark Krieger from the Louisville Ballet.
Okay.
And they are going to adjudicate, if you have signed up to do so, on Friday night. There's classical ballet, there's modern contemporary ballet, there may be some jazz, different areas of dance. They will be adjudicated, and then the top 15 either dancers or groups will be allowed to perform in the free concert that's going to take place at Haddad Riverfront Park, 7:30, free to everyone, 7:30 on May the 7th. In addition to these dancers, we're going to have professional companies. The West Virginia Dance, which is Tanita Toller, who is the director of that, they're going to perform, West Virginia Dance Company. There's also going to be the Attack Theater from Pittsburgh, I think you mentioned
Right.
that. And then Wheels from Cleveland, which partners dancers in wheelchairs
Nice.
and
I love that.
yeah, it's
I love
wonderful. Dancers who are not, and they have do a collaborative piece. There's also going to be a student from WVU who is in their dance department who got dancers from the different companies that are coming in. He rehearsed a piece called Squid with those dancers, and they're also going to perform that the night of the free concert. But back a little bit to the adjudication on Friday night.
Yeah, I'm interested in that.
The top dancers will be awarded scholarships.
Wow.
And these are scholarships to individual universities, their dance programs. They'll have summer intensives. If you're a serious dancer, they have ballet intensives all over the country. And they're going to be offering scholarships to their university's programs. There's also going to be cash awards given to the top dancers, and they can use that money for a summer program of their choice. So it's all about education. It's going to be a performance lab. There's going to be a lot of education. On Friday night, we're going to have Gretchen Hurd, who's going to be taking headshots of dancers. And then there's going to be a woman, let me get her name, who is going to, I'll get it here in a minute. She's going to have a class on how to build your CV or your resume. So if you're a serious dancer and you want to be study dance in college, then you would need this when you go to to apply to schools and try to get into their programs. These are things that you will need. And so that's part of the education that we're doing, and then the adjudication Friday night. And then Saturday, starting at 8:30 in the morning, it's going to be a full day of classes from 8:30 to 5:30, all throughout the city.
We're having a great conversation with Lori Streets Muldoon and Ashley Burton. Both of them are board members with the Mid-Atlantic Dance Initiative, coming in and around Charleston, West Virginia, May the 6th and May the 7th. The driving force is our dear friend January Wolf with January's Dance. Telephone number to call if you'd like to learn or get more information. Maybe there's some questions that we haven't asked Lori or Ashley or we're not covering. Give January's Academy a call, Mid-Atlantic Dance Initiative, 304-345-5141. That's 345-5141. You can also go to MADIWV.com, www.madiwv.com. And if you want to find them on Facebook, you can find them there, and Instagram. I believe you guys are using the hashtag MADI. MADI, is that how you meet me at MADI's the hashtag for Instagram. I'm a little infatuated by Saturday night at Haddad Riverfront Park on the dance and on the stage there on the dance floor. We're having a free to the public dance concert, dance performance, and the dancers are being selected on Friday for that. They don't know that they're coming to Charleston, but they don't know they'll be performing. Ashley, is that right, on Saturday night? They won't know until Friday night that they're dancing Saturday?
We have 92 performances currently scheduled to be adjudicated, which means we have 92, these poor adjudicators, bless them, but
Right.
they will be sifting through 92 performances varying from solos to duos to trios to ensemble pieces in varying types, manners of dance. They will then choose from those 15, and then those 15 with the 3 performance groups, Attack Theater, West Virginia Dance Company, and Dancing Wheels, that we as an organization, we're a not-for-profit organization, Meet Me at MADI, and the Mid-Atlantic Dance Initiative. So we, through fundraising, amazing support, of course, City of Charleston, Mayor Goodwin, they were fantastic. I call it truly a partnership. It's not even a sponsorship. They've been absolutely amazing. Obviously, with the access to Haddad, we're going to have the boulevard closed, from Capitol to Court Street, and then we actually have a stage there so that dancers can rehearse prior to their adjudication. Then we have worked with the CVB and Tim on access to 4 Point Sheraton. We have 60 plus dancers staying in hotel rooms in downtown Charleston. We have 30 plus instructors and performers staying and paying for hotel rooms in downtown Charleston. We tried to at least put up some of our instructors and our adjudicators as a thank you. But they will sit through these 90 plus performances. How they will choose, I don't know. I think that would be a huge challenge, but they will. And then those 15 performances with these 3, these are professional performance groups that we are paying to travel in. And basically, it's a gift to ever see an organization or a company like this dance, because they are professional dancers. It's what they do for a living, and we get access to that. Dancing Wheels, like Lori was saying, it's a collaborative piece between those in wheelchairs and those not. In their classes, each of our performance groups, the 3 professionals, are also going to be instructing. So we're going to have students in a position to dance with Dancing Wheels and even have the opportunity to learn to dance or perhaps do a piece of a dance in a wheelchair. And with those professionals and our chosen from the Friday night adjudication will be our gala performance at 7:30 on Saturday, May 7th. And like we said, that's open to the public. It's free. It's obviously incredible seating. We all know how Haddad Riverfront Park works.
It'll hold about 10 or 12,000.
Right. So we've got plenty of space.
We want that many folks to come
plenty of
down.
space, and that will, be open. And honestly, I think is such a special treat and something so rare to get to see. And we don't know who. Of course, we both have girls that dance at January's.
I was going to ask you next, and Lori, I'm going to bounce back over to you. You mentioned earlier that dancing is going to start on Saturday, May the 7th at 8:30 in the morning.
Right.
I'm looking at the schedule. It's some pretty fine print. There's a lot of things going on there.
Right.
But one of the things I wanted to ask you about, it looks like dancers start at the age of, is it 7 or 8, and then they go all the way up into the high school.
Right.
So, and then talk about the ages, and then maybe talk about how maybe can students get and still involved with this if they want to
Absolutely.
sign up. And there's a form on the website, right? Is that correct? MADI.com. No, MADIWV.com.
Correct.
So talk about the ages and talk a little deeper about the schedule that day.
Sure. I have 2 daughters. They both attend George Washington High School. I have a senior, Julie Catherine, and a freshman, Alexandra. They're both participating.
Nice.
They dance with January's studio. They'll be taking classes in ballet, classical ballet, modern ballet, contemporary ballet, jazz. There's even some hip-hop classes.
Beautiful.
Our own, Charleston's own, Caleb Jones.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about Caleb. Is he one of the guest dancers, or is he one of the ones that's going to be teaching?
He's an independent educator from
Okay.
Charleston. He teaches at January's. He teaches hip-hop He's amazing, very kind, great with the kids.
He's a Charlestonian.
He's a Charlestonian
Love
based
that.
in Charleston. He's going to be doing that. That's kind of become a new genre that has gained in popularity, the hip hop classes. But all types of dance are going to be taught. I wanted to mention, we talked earlier about the Alvin Ailey Dance Company.
We did talk about that on the phone.
Yeah, in New York.
My father was a roadie, and he hauled Alvin Ailey dance troupe all over the United States of America. I know they come out of New York City, but when they toured, my father would haul them. So I know Alvin Ailey.
It's a premier dance company that if you are involved in dance, you know the name. They're based in New York City. They're a modern company. We have an instructor. She came last year. Her name is Lakey Evans.
So we have a former Alvin Ailey dancer coming?
She is the rehearsal
Okay.
person. She's over rehearsals for Alvin Ailey. She tours with the company. She's an instructor. Lakey Evans Palmer, I believe is her name. Is that her name? She's coming again. She fell in love with Charleston. She's coming again to teach, and we're just so grateful that she's able to come to Charleston. And what's really important and big about that is she's offering a scholarship for summer intensive with Alvin Ailey, and which is an opportunity that I can't say enough about, and we're really fortunate to have that.
Ashley, Lori's daughters are in high school. Your daughter's a little younger. You have one.
I have two that both dance with January's.
Okay. Are they both participating in this dance initiative?
I have an 8-year-old, Lindy Burton, and then I have an 11-year-old, Bailey Burton. And so they bring in kind of the younger scope of it. And our younger daughter, Lindy, is taking the classes. So when you see that schedule that you're looking at with the fine print, on Saturday, she will have the chance to, obviously, I'll probably be down here with her, but she'll have the opportunity to go from location to location, 4 Points, Haddad Riverfront Park, Slack Plaza, and she'll have her little schedule and know that she goes to ballet and then goes to contemporary ballet and then goes to jazz, and she has a break for lunch. But it's a huge responsibility, exposure to something very big and different, and she'll be involved in that. And all of the participants who have registered get access to that. And their studio directors, if they've registered as a studio, will generally place them in their levels. We also have people that have registered individually, and they place themselves in whatever level they think is necessary for them to benefit the best, from all of it. But then Bailey, our 11-year-old, is actually adjudicating with a group of young dancers. Caleb Jones, ironically, is their choreographer, and so he worked with them on a hip-hop piece, which is a little gutsy, I've heard, in the dance world, to bring a hip-hop piece to generally a ballet-based festival. But they're doing it, and she's thrilled, and if nothing else, she's had the opportunity to work individually with Caleb, and then they will get up on Friday night with the 90 other groups and do their performance, and we'll all be there watching, in hopes that maybe they're one of the chosen groups for Saturday night.
Can fans of dance go to the ballroom, come to Haddad Riverfront Park, come to Slack Plaza, and watch all these performances that are going on?
Absolutely.
It's free to the public to watch that.
We want anyone who has any interest, if it's something about, maybe you're curious, maybe you have a child who's curious about dance, this is a wonderful way to expose them to the best of the best. I mean, most children growing up in West Virginia who dance have never been instructed by a professional from New York City like Lakey. She's exceptional, and she is not just known in New York, she is nationally renowned, if not world renowned, as a professional in her trade. And for our students to have access and exposure to someone like that is just so unique, no matter where you live, Charleston or anywhere else. And so we want anyone who has an interest, any family, any young dancers, anyone like that, to feel free to come down to watch. Go to Slack Plaza with a little picnic lunch and, watch what they're doing or learning, and come over to the riverfront and watch as they're walk into 4 Points and watch a class. We want people to feel as welcome as possible, because the greatest gift is that we're able to do this in downtown. And so when the city was willing to collaborate with us, it made such a difference, because we are really spotlighting, and it fits so perfectly with the opening of the library on Monday and the regatta coming back, and it's just such a perfect fit. But we feel thrilled. Last year, I'm sorry to
Keep
change
talking.
the subject.
You go,
but
girl. You go.
Last year, the instructors that came, afterwards, we went back to January's because we were working on such a limited budget. We were all new in it and trying to figure out. And so January hosted an after at her home. And actually, I mean, I think she made the food, salads and lasagna. But we were back there, and these instructors could not say enough. These were Louisville, Cleveland,
Nice.
Pittsburgh, New York City. They could not say enough about Charleston. We were so proud. They felt welcomed. They felt like they had been exposed to something they didn't know really on the level. Every one of them is coming back this year.
You know, I love that. You know, I'm an ambassador to our great city and our great state, and I love how they love it. We love it. We know it's great.
Right.
And we love to show it off. And you ladies are certainly ambassadors in the dance world.
Well, I
Lori?
wanted to make sure that I got Lakey's name right. It's Lakey Evans Pena.
Pena. And
Lakey Evans Pena.
And she's the one from New York City coming
Correct.
down.
And also I wanted to mention Anessa Plekhanova.
Yeah, there's a lot of dancers coming.
She is, I believe she's classical ballet.
Okay.
She's over the Radford dance program. She's coming as well.
Folks,
People
there's a
from
lot of
ballet.
dancers coming. I think all the bios and all the dancers are on
Right.
the website and the Facebook page, www.madiwv.com, madiwv.com. You can also call 304-345-5141. Ashley, you mentioned the great collaboration and the partnership with the City of Charleston. So obviously City Hall, the City of Charleston, Mayor Goodwin's office is certainly
Yes.
a partner and got behind this. You mentioned Tim Brady, the president of the Charleston Convention and Visitors Bureau. So
Right.
the CVB has gotten behind this. Lori, you're an attorney in town. You want to brag and talk about the support that you got from your law firm. Talk about who they are.
I'm a partner at Pullen, Fowler, Flanagan, Brown, and Poe.
I see. I knew the old one when it was only 3 names. That's why I let you give all the names that time. So your law firm has gotten behind us as a supporter as well,
They have.
right? And Ashley, your husband, Brent, his firm has gotten behind us. I'll let you talk about his
Yes,
firm.
we both actually work there.
You
It's
work
Assure
there.
Partners of West Virginia, and they were extremely supportive and absolutely jumped at the chance to collaborate and be a sponsor.
And then there's some individuals that got behind this, and some different families and some different foundations. That it does take a village, and these kids from ages 7 and 8 all the way up into high school are getting an opportunity that is just. It's remarkable to see in Charleston, West Virginia. We love this, right? It's
It's amazing.
Right.
It's just really special, and we're inviting people to come out on May the 6th and May the 7th in and around Charleston, West Virginia, specifically in the ballroom there at 4 Points by Sheraton. Haddad Riverfront Park, the Schoenbaum stage will come alive with some unbelievable dancing, and over at our new plaza, the new park, Slack Plaza, right off of Summer Street, walkable. All 3 of these are walkable. It's the hub of downtown. And Ashley mentioned, grab a bite to eat, get a drink. Slack is known for this. We want people to come and just hang out, sit on the swings, sit on the lawn. There's a nice stage out there, and there's going to be dancing all day from 8:30 in the morning to the rest of that evening, and then the free evening of dance. It'll culminate at Haddad Riverfront Park at 7:30 that evening. The Mid-Atlantic Dance Initiative and Performance Lab will present a free evening of dance. And of course, we're featuring the West Virginia Dance Company, our very own Attack Theater out of Pittsburgh, and Dancing Wheels out of Cleveland. What a great collaboration. January is a force to be reckoned with. You guys know her very well. I was mentioning off air, I've known her since 1980, so I'm well into my 43rd year knowing January, and I know whenever she gets behind something, it's going to be spectacular.
Top notch.
We're running maybe a few more minutes left in our segment, Lori. Is there a parting shot? Is there something you want the audience to know that I haven't asked you, or that burning on your heart to get off of your chest?
I think we've pretty much covered
Good.
most of it. I wanted to make sure that people understand that scholarships are available. This is an educational opportunity, and for continuing your dance education, got a lot of scholarship money available. Of course, a free concert, which we talked about at 7:30, May 7th, Haddad Riverfront Park. open to the public. I just wanted to mention another one of our sponsors, Paul Greco.
Oh, yeah.
That's well
PG,
known.
yeah.
And his wife, Julie Meeks Greco,
Yeah.
have been heavily involved with it. Julie's a board member.
Oh, nice.
He's doing the sound and a lot of the production. They've both been instrumental in making this happen as well. We've got a great board.
Peachy might be a great of Charlestonians we have right now with his restaurants and his music abilities, and
Right.
he's always in the hub of vitality and vibrate, and just always good things are happening in and around Charleston when PG's involved.
He's a
And
great
so
partner.
giving.
Yeah.
He's so
Ashley,
giving.
a parting shot for you, something that we haven't asked you that you'd love for the audience to know.
You know, I will say I'm not a dancer.
You appreciate
I
it.
appreciate it. I love my girls and I love what they love, and they have both absolutely fallen in love with dance. And I feel so lucky that Brent and I we had access to a studio like January's. They started dancing at a young age, and they were able to really grow. And I've, through things like MADI, seen various other things, and to see the education and the discipline and everything that is involved and encompassed with truly being a dancer, it is so special and so unique. And we had a show at January's a few weeks ago, and January's dance studio paid for several schools to come in to watch. And afterwards, our dancers would go out to the front and kind of wave goodbye. And there were so many children that would never have been exposed to something like that saying, I just want to take a dance class. And I know January gives scholarships to students in situations that she can, so that they have that opportunity. I'm sure other studios do the same thing, and it's wonderful. But the exposure is incredible. And all it takes, in my opinion, what I would take from this is if one child is out and about on Saturday and sees this going on, and a spark is there, and there's an interest and there's an intrigue, and it leads to something that is beneficial to their lifestyle. Because these students, when they hit Julie Catherine's age, who's a senior, these students, these are amazing people. They are all well-rounded. They are straight-A students. They are pillars of the community from a involvement and volunteering. They're who you want your younger children to look up to. And so if just one child comes across this and then ends up in this world and then benefits from this world, then it's a success. And I think that we will be able to reach that based on the city and the location and all of the wonderful people who've been involved in making it happen.
I want to say one more thing before we go. Mayor Goodwin is going to be presenting the scholarship awards. And so we're so grateful that
She's presenting those on Saturday evening or during the
on
day?
Saturday.
Okay.
They will announce who has won the scholarships.
Nice.
And she's going to be awarding that for us, and has been just a great partner. The City of Charleston, we can't thank them enough.
Yeah.
We'll end it right there. Ladies, thank you very much. I love your zest and passion for this initiative. I love your wonderful moms and wonderful parent moms, and your great board members with this Mid-Atlantic Dance Initiative. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you for having
Good luck
us.
to you.
so
Good luck to you.
much.
And we hope that you guys get involved as well with this Mid-Atlantic Dance Initiative. It's happening in and around Charleston on Friday, May the 6th, Saturday, May the 7th. 4 points in the ballroom, out at Riverfront Park on the stage there, Schoenbaum Stage, Slack Plaza, the new park. It's going to be really, really a neat and very special day. Thank you, City of Charleston. Thank you to CBB. Thank you to Lori's law firm and Ashley's firm as well. And we thank you for tuning in. We hope to see you next time on Highlights, as always brought to you by Jim Strawn and Company, the Media Center, and HD Media. We'll see you May 6th and 7th in and around Charleston, and we'll see you next time right here on Highlights. Take care now.